Welcome back. If you want to land that job, you've got to look the part.
Absolutely. We're joined now by career advisor Chantney Renese. Hello, Chantney. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you for having me.
You look fabulous, by the way.
Thank you.
And speaking of fabulous, you know, your appearance is everything. When you go to an interview, you want to be confident. You want to be fierce. So let's talk about that. Your attire, what to wear for the interview.
Definitely. So your first impression means everything to an employer. I like to tell people, try the rule of threes. So what that means is if you don't have a suit, you can pair it with a skirt, a pants, a blouse, but make sure you have to have a third piece there. So that can be a vest, that can be a cardigan, that can be a sweater, or it could be a blazer of a different sort that you decide to choose from. But whatever it is, make sure it's 3 dimensions.
And you have a model with us, right?
I do.
Yeah.
So we have an example
so
of
talk to us about this look. Yeah.
So this is Tiffany. This is the example of the rule of threes. So even though this is not a full complete suit, these are separates that have been mixed together. So as you see, we kept that neutral tone, that gray and that black, but we also put some color in there. Her shirt underneath is green, and then she also has a small pop of color with her bag. Always remember with your accessories, you might be bringing several different things to your interview. You might have your passport, you may have several different types of identification, but make sure you just come prepared. And with that, you also have to have that portfolio to showcase what you're bringing to the table.
That's right.
So whatever it is, you just always want to be confident and choose to decide what you want to wear. You don't have to be married to that black and white image. You really don't have to. Yes. I mean, the days of the power suit from the 1990s and 1980s is over. Okay, so now we can build ourselves and we can brand ourselves as women and how we see ourselves and feminine and strong.
So it's okay to show a little bit of color, a little bit of your personality?
It is. It's absolutely fine. My thing is, I always tell my clients, stay away from your toes showing. Try not to show your shoulders because you don't want anything that is going to distract you in that interview. But otherwise, color is fine as long as it's not a distraction.
I never knew that about the toes thing. You learn something new every day. I didn't know that.
And jangly earrings, we want to avoid those too.
Yes. And definitely when you go to decide a shoe, you never know what could happen on the interview. You might end up on a tour. You might have to be walking around.
Real talk.
So just be mindful. Those 6-inch heels may not be the best choice on the day of your interview.
So speaking of preparation, what else besides the outfit do people need to know in order to be adequately prepared for a job interview?
Definitely, you have to do your research.
Yeah.
I mean, companies are potentially going to invest in you and they want to know how much you know about them and what you're bringing to the table. Do your research before, see what kind of activities these employers are into, see what kind of things they're doing into the community. Also, go back and look at your job description. What are they actually looking for? What are those skills? And see how you align with that job description. I always tell people, you have to be prepared. Preparation is key. You can, a few days before, sit down and write down every possible question that you think they can ask you, okay? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Write those things down. If you know you're gonna be interviewing for a customer service position, think about times where you have to solve issues and solve problems. So this way, when it's time for you to go and meet that employer, you are fully prepared. And always bring questions to the table.
Let's talk about that a little bit more, yeah.
So as we said, you're also gonna invest your time with this employer as well. So you have questions for them, and these are not those typical benefit questions because in the United States of America, we have to get benefits, you know, but those questions like, what about professional development? How can I be successful in this role? The person before me, how were they successful? Are there areas of opportunity where I can assist other departments? You just really want to get a good idea of what you're going to be doing in that role and how you can go steps further with that company.
I agree. Thank you so much for these great tips, Chantney.
You
did a great job.
You can go out and get that job now.